Hello, fabulous second graders. How are you all? Good? Awesome. I have a question for you. What season are we in? Hmm, fall. That is right. What fruit do we pick in the fall? Apples. Yes, apples. So today we are going to listen to a fun story about apples. Are you ready? Let's go. Can everybody see? Yes? Okay, awesome. But before we start, we have to go all the way to the back of the book and look at our glossary. Can somebody tell me what a glossary is? We went over this yesterday. Right, a glossary are words that are in alphabetical order and have definitions to help us understand what the words mean. Very good. We learned the words blossom, bud, fertilizer, filter, flesh, fruitlet, harvest, nectar, orchard, pollen, roots, soil, sprout, spur, stem, and trunk. Can you all remember these words as we read and listen to the story? Hmm, I think you can. You need your thinking caps put on, your listening ears turned on, and bubbles in your mouth. But I will ask some people some questions, so you have to pay attention. And before we even read, we also have to go to the beginning of the book. We have to look at our cover or the front of the book. The author writes the words. The illustrator draws the pictures. The title is its name. Very good. Can someone read the title of our story? Margaret? Fall apples crisp and juicy. Yes. Good job, Margaret. High five. Good girl. All right, let's look through the pictures of our story, okay? So we're going to look at each page and figure out what's going on each page. Okay? Okay. Eli, can you tell me what's going on right here? A family. Where do you think they're going, Eli? To an orchard. Yes. Yes, and as we're reading through the book, we're going to see different leaf shapes that will tell us facts about apples. Very good. Lucas, can you tell me what they're eating on this page? Apples, good. What are these two kids looking at? The inside of an apple, yes. Do you think they're brother and sister? Yes. Okay, Ella, can you tell me what we're looking at here? How they grow. Yes, how do you know? Yes, because everything starts with a seed. Yep, and then you have the roots and the stem, and sunlight helps it grow, right? Yes, good job, Ella. And what is she looking at? The apple tree, good. Okay, Carson, what are we looking at here on this page? Buds, yes, yes, we know that when there's a bud, there's gonna be a flower, right? Yes, and what's on this page? An apple tree with buds, yes. Connor, what is she doing? Sniffing the flowers, right? Yes. And what are the bees doing? I almost said it. They're pollinating. Yes. Okay. Let's see who else do I want to call on who's been listening. Uh, CJ. What's going on here, CJ? Yes, the flowers and then the fruitlets and the apples. Yes. What are they doing here, CJ? Yes, they're picking. Okay, because of lack of time, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to tell my students what they're going to see on each page. Okay, so they are baking some apple and apple products. They are eating. apple products, making apple cider on these 2 pages, drinking apple cider, and leaving the orchard. Then next what I would do is I would read to them, and they will have to listen to see if they can pick out all the words from the glossary as I'm reading, and answer the questions. Okay, class, are you ready to listen? Okay. Chapter 1. Apples in the fall. Apples in fall. Look, colorful leaves blow in the breeze. The air feels cooler. It is fall. Fall is a good time to visit an apple orchard. Fall is a good time to pick apples. And the sign says, "Welcome to Apple Tree Orchard." Here's our fun fact, students. Orchards around the world grow about 50 kinds of apples. Here's your question. How many apples are grown around the world? Next page. Crunch. I bite through the red skin. The crisp white flesh tastes sweet. Juice drips down my chin. Can somebody read can they read the words on this page? Margaret? Surprise! Tiny dark seeds hide inside the core. Very good, Margaret. Yes. Okay, let's look at this fact. Most ripe apples have red skin. Some have yellow or green skin. Apple skins are what 3 colors? Choose your answer now. Chapter 2. How apples grow. Plop! An apple seed falls into the soil. Roots grow down. A stem grows up. Drip! Just enough rain helps the seed become a sprout. Just enough sunlight helps the sprout become a tree. When an apple seed grows into a tree, its apples are different from the apple that made the seed. To grow a certain kind of apple, orchards attach a stem from one tree to the roots of another. Then they grow together. Really cool. Green leaves bud and spread. Leaves soak up warm sunlight. What do leaves soak up? Warm sunlight. Yes. Sunlight becomes food for the growing tree. What becomes food to the growing tree? Sunlight. That's it, class. Yes. Here's our fact. Some trees start to grow apples 3 to 5 years after they are planted. Crazy. Question. How long does it take for an apple tree to grow apples? Select your answer below. Sniff. I smell the sweet flowers. In the spring, white and pink apple blossoms bloom. Buzz. Bees drink nectar from apple flowers. Pollen from the flowers sticks to their bodies. Bees spread pollen from tree to tree. Here's a fact. Apple blossoms need pollen from another kind of apple tree to grow fruit. Bees and other insects spread pollen from the flowers on one tree to the flowers on another tree. Pollen from another tree fertilizes the flowers. Then their petals fall. Tiny green fruitlets form. During the summer, fruitlets grow into big apples. What do they grow into? Big apples, yes. Pickers harvest apples in fall. Ripe apples pile up. Fact, apple pickers are gentle. They twist off only the apple and stem. No apple will grow there the next year if they pull off the spur that connects the stem to the tree. Question, what happens to the apples? Choose your answer below. And I'm going to stop right here and end my lesson. Hello. In a classroom setting, I would have 40 to 45 minutes of reading. During that time, I could be more thorough with my lesson. I could ask students to tell me each picture on every page review all of the glossary terms, ask more comprehension questions throughout the story, and ask a volunteer to read a page. This lesson would be uploaded prior to teaching it on a website called Edpuzzle. Edpuzzle allows students to answer questions in real time and records their data. At the end of my lesson video, I would create a 3-2-1 exit ticket. I would ask my students 3 facts that he or she didn't know about apples, 2 Apple products that he or she would like to try, and 1 fact that he or she already knew about apples. This formative assessment would help me determine if he or she comprehended my lesson. My student goal was reading comprehension. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you for your time. Bye!